What's good with y'all boys? DX here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this paper rip transition in Adobe Premiere. The paper rip assets I'll be using in today's video will be from my paper rip texture pack I just launched a couple days ago on my Sellfy store. This pack includes 3 free paper rip assets that I will be using in this video, so I recommend you go download that, or you can find some of your own online. That being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so starting out, we have my 2 clips from the Destroy Lonely, which video is this? Doubted music video. So as you can see, we have our 2 clips here from where I want the transition to be. So what you'll want to do first is snapshot export the frame of the image that you're gonna use the paper rip transition for. As so, go ahead and make sure you save it to a place that you'll be able to find it. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and open up Photoshop. So once you have Photoshop open, what you'll want to do is go ahead and throw the frame you just grabbed into Photoshop. So once you have your image there, what you're going to want to do is go to the paper rip texture pack and bring out one of the paper rips. So you'll want to scale it down a bit, about to the size of where your subject is. So I'd say we go ahead and put it right there. Next, what you'll want to do is make sure you have your paper rip highlighted and scroll over to edit and scroll down to puppet work. Once you've done that, this should happen, and this is where you'll start masking out your subject. So you'll want to start a point at the bottom and then continue creating points along the halfway mark of his body. So I'll put another one for his shoulder right here, another one that bends down towards where the hair is going to be at, and then another one where the hair starts at, all the way up until you get to about the top of their head. And if you ever feel like you need to go back and you messed up, you can just go ahead and Control Z, or you can go ahead and delete the pin that you made by holding Alt and pressing the same button. Okay, that should be good enough for the first one. We'll go ahead and maybe drag this down just a bit, and there we are. Now what we'll want to do is go on over to the second one. I like to use a different paper rip for my second one just because I think it looks better. So we'll go ahead and do that and repeat the exact same process. And once you've done that and you have both of the paper rips around the subject of your frame, you're going to want to hide those layers and go ahead and mask out your subject with the actual pen tool. In this case, I'm going to be using remove background just because I want it to be faster for tutorial sake. But when you're doing this for your music videos, make sure you have everything carefully masked out for a better product. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up just a little bit on the edges just to make sure it looks as good as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and put those back onto the frame and adjust it as it needs to be adjusted. So after you're finished, your frame should look something like this, and then you'll want to merge all of these layers together. After you've merged the layers, what you'll want to do is go ahead and duplicate it. I'd say 2 more times so that there's 3 total. After that, you'll want to hide the first 2 and go over to your pen tool and make some paper S masks along 1/3 of your frame. For the second one, you'll want to do about 2/3 of your frame in this paper cut mask pattern, I guess you can say. And then for the third one, you're going to want to leave it how it was. That way, when we bring these to Premiere, it'll become a transition. So what you'll want to do is go ahead and export all of these frames, one at a time with no background. We'll go ahead and name this Paper Rip 1. We'll name this Paper Rip 2. And we shall name this one Paper Rip. Now we'll go ahead back onto Premiere. Go ahead and take those paper rips that you made and throw them into your Premiere. Okay, so once the paper rips are in your timeline, what you'll want to do is go ahead and add them one at a time. So I'd say make sure these last for about, I'd say 2 frames each. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so as you can see, I have them both here for 2 frames, about 2 frames each. And then we'll go ahead and see what this looks like played out. And of course, once you have this paper rip transition added, all you want to do is go ahead and add your own sauce to it. But as for this transition, that's where this video will end. If you guys need some sauce, some quick and easy sauce that you can just drag and drop to your Adobe After Effects timeline, then you'll want to go ahead and visit my Shopify store where you can find my first video editing pack, my essentials editing pack. There are shakes in there, there's flashes, all types of essential things that you're gonna want if you're a video editor, especially if you're editing music videos. So I recommend you guys go ahead, check that out in my Shopify store. It'll be the first link in the description. That's also where you'll get the paper rip assets from. And yeah, just go ahead and support another video editor, support another creator, and sign up to join the email list so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I do drop a new asset. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, go ahead, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.